you doing?
Where are we? Because I can't pronounce it properly.
Eira.
Yeah. There's a slightly rolled R, and that confuses an Englishman.
Does it?
It makes it slightly challenging.
Yeah.
So, we are in a new area. This is Area 6, or District 6 of Helsinki.
6.
And the neighbouring subdivisions, should I say, are Länsi-Satama, Punavuori, and Ulanlinna.
Ulanlinna. They all sound very... Länsi-Satama sounds a bit pedestrian, but the others sound quite posh.
Eira sounds a bit foreign for Finland.
I don't know.
It sounds a bit posh. I mean, it is. It
posh.
used to be, and then they built a wooden daycare in the middle of it in school.
That's a temporary building that is for another building that's somewhere here that is
being renovated.
Renovated.
Okay, but I bet they don't knock it down though, because they're short of daycares and schools in Helsinki.
Yeah, so they'll either move it somewhere else or they'll repurpose it as something else.
Well, no, they'll keep it as the same thing, an overflow school. But
possibly.
Anyway. Yeah, so we're standing by tell us.
All right, so this is the memorial for seafarers. Some people think it's an eternal flame, and until not so long ago, I also thought it was an eternal flame.
You even told me that last week.
I did, didn't I? It's part of Helsinki Art Museum's outdoor exhibition pieces. So
We've got one more of those in this area.
Do we? Oh, goody. So this is actually a work of art. It's been here since 1968, and it's actually a cooperation between architect Eero Eerikainen and sculptor Oskari Jauhiainen.
It's pretty ugly, isn't it? It's a block of concrete.
If you're standing away from it, it sort of does have a brutal charm to it.
It's brutalist artwork, isn't it?
It's definitely brutalist.
Yeah. But the picture I got of it, which hopefully will come out okay, looking over the sea, does look amazing. So.
Yeah, it does. And it's reminiscent of a lighthouse, and lighthouses are those structures that seafarers rely on more than anything else, perhaps.
You say this is a monument to lost seafarers and things like that.
This is a monument to seafarers, but on the inside there is also a monument to sailors and a few passengers, actually, that were lost to sea in 1979. So there was a cargo ship, a dry bulker in the terms of the industry, bringing coal from Poland to Turku, and it sank. 14 souls were saved, 11 crew and 3 passengers died. And I actually looked at the names that were listed, and at least 2 of the people on board were women. I'm going to presume they were the passengers, not necessarily the crew, but you never know.
A little quiz for you, Heather, before we start wandering.
Oh, goody.
Okay, so there are 4 embassies in Eira. What are they? Or what countries do they represent, should I say?
Ireland used to be here, but I think they've moved. Italy?
No. I'll give you a clue with one of them.
Aww.
The most recently renamed country in Europe.
Most recently renamed. Okay, so
it wasn't renamed by much.
It must be Czech.
Czechia, yeah.
Czechia. All right, yes.
One of them's quite close.
Close to what?
Finland.
To Finland. It's not Estonia, it's not Sweden, it's not Russia.
Next to Estonia.
Next to Estonia. Oh, Latvia.
Latvia's here,
yeah. Lithuania?
No.
All right. Is it a Pacific nation?
One of them's a Nordic country.
A Nordic country. Okay, Norway?
Yep.
All right. Norway is here.
And the last one is North African.
North African. All right. North Africa. Egypt?
Yes.
Okay.
There you go. That's the 4. So we've got Czechia, Latvia, Egypt and Norway.
Okay. Ireland used to be here. They used to be on the big street, but they've moved away. I saw their flag somewhere not so long ago.
The area is very small. It's only 0.19 of a kilometre.
It's quite tiny when I looked at it on the map.
Yeah. The population is 1,046 and the postal code is 150. So what we've got in this area, we've got the Purple Park, which is very close to where we're standing now. It's right there. That's the skateboard park.
Oh, that's the Purple Park.
It's called the Purple Park.
Okay, yes.
Then we have Eiran Puisto, Juhani Ahon Puisto, which we'll definitely visit. Helsingborg Uds Park, that's the only one that has a Swedish name.
Right.
Ensi Puistikko.
Okay.
Eiran Ranta.
Yes, I want to talk about Eiran Ranta.
That's fine, I haven't got any more notes on it. Pumainen Turni, which is Eira's Sea Buckthorn.
Oh.
Which I believe is just over there. It's right on the edge.
Ah, okay. Cool.
And then we have a shopping centre, Idare Park. which is on the row of... It's not really a shopping centre.
No,
but
I just made the connection.
But it is called a shopping centre, and it's called Eira Park.
Eira Park.
It's only got about 4 shops in it, I think, but it's just a slightly bigger building that's incorporated and had to have a name because there was more than one thing in the same building, I think.
Okay, yep.
So we've also got mini golf.
Yes.
Mini golf Kaivapuisto.
Just here.
Yep.
Yes.
HSS, which is the Helsinki Swimming Club memorial slab. There is the Cafe Carousel. We've done the embassies.
Just there.
Well, there are many foreign embassies and high-class restaurants in Eira, although there weren't that many restaurants. It's more in the bigger area that the restaurants are. The origins of Helsinki's 6th district lie in the garden city ideas of the late 19th and early 20th century, and in the urban design theories developed by the Austrian architect Camillo Sitte. In 1905, during the era of the Grand Duchy of Finland, architects Lars Sonck, Bertil Jung and Armas Lindgren, acting on their own initiative, prepared a town plan proposal for the area. Based on the plan, city engineer W.O. Lille drafted a new official plan, and it was approved in 1908 and is among the oldest free-form town plans in the Nordic countries.
Okay, and I think we can see a few examples of their buildings on the street frontage.
Yeah, the front row, basically. Yeah. The original intention was to create a villa district, 1 and 2 family houses, set on lots of surroundings by small gardens. But the vision wasn't realised. Instead, the area was developed more intensively with small villa-like apartment buildings, as we can see.
As we can see, yes.
So what do you have to add to that?
Actually, my history is more about the island that is directly in front.
So we are standing at the back of Cafe Carousel.
Well, I actually think it's the front of the cafe because you're looking out, but
the front doors are at the other side.
The front door is at the other. Or maybe that's the back door that just looks really special.
But this one's not open, so it must be the front door.
Must be.
And the car park's normally at the front, and that's there.
Car park should be at the back. So now we're going to talk about this lovely little island in front of us. The Finnish name is Sirpalesaari, which means like shard or splinter. Swedish name is Flisholmen, but there's been, through history, 4 different names for this one. So the first name came 1696.
Okay.
So we are part of Sweden at this time, and it was Flisholmen. Then a bit of a name change, 1775, to become Flisholmen, like 2 separate words.
Was it a bit like Kalasatama, where they've missed a letter out and they had to change it?
Well, I don't know. They actually, the second name has like 2 separate words. Then 1842 became Flisholmen. Then 1900, they dropped a couple of letters and became Flisholm. And then finally the powers that be decided that no, we're going back to Flisholmen, Sirpalesaari, and that was 1909.
What's right in front of us is mainly a boatyard, is it?
Well, earlier it was actually more than just a boatyard. Now it's winter storage for the Suomalainen Purssiseura, so the sailing club. Boat club. They actually got the lease back in 1963. They started moving in here. Yep. But late 1800s, early 1900s, this was an industrial island. So there was a machine shop, there was a shipyard, and there was also what was colloquially known as Hong Kong.
Uh-huh.
And Hong Kong was like a shanty village type, or shanty town village for local fishermen. So really tiny little cottages all squashed together. I went looking for some pictures but couldn't find anything decent. It was knocked down in 1985, so there's nothing remaining of this original Hong Kong. And it was named Hong Kong because of the similarities to Hong Kong in actual Hong Kong. So very tightly crammed in like small residential spots.
Okay.
Then the clubhouse for the boat club opens 1963. And the other nice thing about the island is Saari Restaurant, which is open May until September. They do really good crayfish parties at the end of summer. And they're actually owned by the same family that have other Finnish food-themed restaurants. So Saari is all about the archipelago-themed restaurant. They also have Saga, which is Lappish food. They have shazlik, which is all about the American, the Russian food. So shazlik is a Russian restaurant, and then Savotta, which is in Senate Square, which is a little bit of all of Finland. So it's owned by the same family.
Am I right in saying that this is the largest open archipelago in the central area? Because I think I read something about that.
Yeah, I guess you could say so, because you've got a string of islands. Most of these islands are now connected to the next island along, although Sirpalasaari it stands alone.
It's the last one.
It's the last one. But all these others they're connected by walking bridges.
And there is a temporary walking bridge put up to the end one so you can get all the way across during the winter, isn't there?
Yeah. So Uunisaari, they block off this for boats, and there's a walking bridge that people can get across.
It normally sits on the ice, but it will float.
It's a floating bridge, yeah. We are in Eiran Ranta Puisto. Baanapuisto. I don't think it's officially called Baanapuisto. This is where the railway that connected West Harbour and Hernesaari to Katianokka was.
Okay.
So it's actually a railway. Baana that runs through the centre of the city where the bike track is now. That was one arm of the railway. So they had a railway over there. Here.
Sorry, was it power plant to power plant then?
I don't know if it was power plant to... I know they took coal from one side to the other.
Right.
But maybe they left the coal here and brought it through. So it was the harbour was here, and then they had a secondary harbour over in Katianokka. So they were taking supplies from one side of the city to the other. I mean, they didn't have trucks. Or maybe they had trucks, but the railway was more efficient. And it was totally gone by 2009.
Yeah, I don't remember it being here, but there probably wasn't much of it left.
I remember seeing the tracks.
Right.
But there were no trains running at that time, I understand.
So that's why there's such a wide park here.
That's
basically.
why there's this beautiful wide park. From where we're standing, we're looking back towards West Harbour. To our left, there's a heap of sailing boats up for winter storage. This area in summer becomes a car park. If we turn back and look towards the city, we've got big park space. There's a small playground and a dog park that way. There's another dog park.
There's a big dog park.
There's a huge,
it's right next to the school.
Yeah. And then you've got Helsinki shipyard there, but that actually doesn't... That's part of Hietalahti and Hernesaari.
Different episode.
We're not going to talk about that today.
Good. Okay.
I will say one thing about the railway. It didn't have any crossings. So people sort of were taking their lives in their hands, and we'll get into that next time we talk about this area on the other side.
We are now at the sea end of the Juhani Ahon Puisto, looking at the statue of the man. What do you know about him, Heather?
So I could actually cheat and read the little sign.
I don't think that doesn't. That just tells you who the sculptor is.
Okay.
Sculptor.
So, like I was trying to say, if I had not seen his name, I would have thought he was Lennon. Like he has that sort of
John.
Lenin, not Lennon. I don't know. I'm going to embarrass myself here on National Podcast Cultural Hell. Tell me.
Okay. Well, he's a famous Finnish author. His real name was Johannes Brofeldt, but his pen name was Juhani Aho.
Okay.
He wrote several culturally significant books, none of which I wrote the names down for. He wrote one called Alone, which is probably one of his most famous books.
Yksin.
Yes. But he didn't have a long life, 1861 to 1921, so he was 59 when he died.
Wow, really young.
This statue was unveiled on the 100th anniversary of his birth in 1961, in front of the building where he also spent the last years of his life with his wife, the painter Veni Soldam Brofeldt.
No, which building? So there's two. There's this nice yellow one, or there's the nice...
He was probably in the nice yellow one, I would say.
In the nice yellow one. All right.
But I can find that out. But yeah, this is one of the most significant Finnish authors.
I didn't know who. Shame on me.
Well, I didn't either, to be fair. But then I don't tend to read Finnish books. Not much of his work has been translated.
Okay. So if I'm going to read it, it has to be in Finnish.
Yes. There's a couple of translations, but not much available. It's mostly been translated into Swedish and Russian.
Okay. I could always practice my Swedish.
Or read it in Finnish.
Or read it in Finnish. Well,
But there are a lot of books. He was quite prolific, so
Okay.
you've got a bit of study to do if you want to do that. And you should have probably done it before the podcast.
I should have, but I didn't know we were going to talk about him. So I mean,
Okay.
that's the thing. We arrive here having our own little area of research. Is that the best way to
no,
put
that's
it?
true. Yeah. He
So,
did work
yep.
part-time as a Lenin impersonator. I'm kidding, of course, for podcast listeners who would take me seriously on this one. Heather, this is the second and only other statue of a person
Okay.
in the area. What is it?
He looks like he's a creature from the sea. I don't know. He's looking to the sea. I have no idea who this is.
Right, this is the fighter.
Actually, he does look like
Dice
Dicelia. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Hey, you know, there's another. There's the boxes in Hakaniemi. We will have to visit the boxes in Hakaniemi.
Yep.
The boxes,
Hakaniemi.
okay, in Hakaniemi, but now we have the fighter.
The fighter. Would you
Okay.
like to know a bit of background about this?
Tell me about the fighter.
So this work was originally titled Ready. It is a granite statue and it's in celebration of robust physical strength. The former Assistant Chief of Police and well-known athlete Carlo Soinio modelled for the work.
Okay, he definitely looks like he's ready.
The work was sculpted by Victor Janssen on commission from Uno Staudinger in 1913 and was placed in a niche in the wall surrounding the Ensi Hospital, later known as Villa Ensi, constructed by the architect blah blah. Anyway, it was moved here. It doesn't say when it was moved here though.
Okay, so this Villa Ensi, I think this is the back of the old people's like residential place that I was talking about earlier. I think this is it.
Oh right, so there could have been an archway over him there,
Yeah.
and then they've just knocked the arch down.
Yeah.
He does look pretty angry.
You wouldn't want to get on the wrong side of this guy.
I'll tell you, well, if he was a police chief, I bet the crime rate was low.
For sure, absolutely.
Because that guy is scary looking. But he's got a very small face compared to the structure of his body. But he's quite chiselled.
He's very chiseled.
I mean, being granite, he would be chiselled, but you know what I mean.
Yes, his physique is quite. That's a six-pack for sure. Yes.
I'd say that's more of a 24-pack. I mean, that's,
Okay.
Yeah.
The more I look at it, the more everything looks like it's just a little bit out of proportion. But I guess it's not so easy to chisel a human form from granite. And granite is, I mean, that's pretty hard stuff.
it is, yes.
All right.
Okay, so we just had lunch in Osteria dei Mancini.
We did. We almost
Pronounced
did.
terribly, I'm sure.
It's all right.
Very popular.
Very, very popular. It's a bit noisy where we're standing right now. Shall we walk around the corner?
Yep.
So I had Jerusalem artichoke risotto, which was nice and creamy and cheesy, and it had really crisp Jerusalem artichoke chips on top. It was good. I would give it a solid, maybe even 9 out of 10, maybe 10 out of 10 for the food.
Right.
We didn't realise it was going to be so busy, so we didn't book a table.
Well, that's my fault. I was a bit late on the searching. I only did it last night.
No,
But we did get to sit down and eat.
we got to sit down and eat. We perched ourselves in the window. We actually asked, I don't know, is it Mr. Mancini who served us? Whoever served us, we asked, is it normally this busy? And he was like, yes, you should book a table. So next time, we book a table.
Yeah, I would
How
go
about your
there again.
pasta?
It was okay.
What was it?
Slightly,
It was
slightly overcooked.
slightly okay. All right.
I think it had been maybe...
The food did arrive to the table really quickly after we ordered.
I think they'd done a job lot and we got the sort of what was left of what they'd done for somebody else. But
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I mean, the funny thing was the water arrived.
about 30 seconds before we left.
Yes.
No, but he was very apologetic and
He
his
was.
customer service was good in many languages, I think.
I think so, yes.
His English was probably better than mine, so...
All right, so what are we going to do now?
Well, I think we've done that area, haven't we?
We have.
We didn't spin the wheel in the end.
No, we didn't spin the wheel.
But what we'll do, listeners, is we will do this and we will let you know in our bonus episode where we're going to do for the next episode. We've got one more of these before Christmas.
Yes.
And then we're going to take a couple of weeks off because Heather's flying homeward.
She is, yes.
So, yeah, we'll call it quits on Eira. It's a nice little walk.
It's a nice area.
It's certainly not a full-day experience.
No, there's, a few little parks, lots of very
I
big
guess it
houses.
is if you go down
Hey,
to the beach.
we forgot to talk about the embassy we found.
Oh,
Bonus embassy.
yes, there is now an extra embassy. And which one was it, Heather?
It was Italy, and I told you it was Italy,
Yes.
and you said, no, it's not on my list.
Honestly,
It wasn't on your
I think
list.
they're hiding because it wasn't on Google Maps.
Ah. All right, the flag is up front. So yes, we found the Italian embassy. So I'd be interested to know where Google Maps actually think the Italian embassy is, because we definitely found it.
Yes, thank you for pointing that out, that I messed that up. Cheers.
No, you didn't mess it up. Google messed it up.
We will be back with a bonus episode next week.
We will.
When we will tell you where we are going to go for the final district episode of the year.
Of the year, yes.
Perfect. Thanks, Heather.
Thanks, Dan.